Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you guys how to make little eggplant pizzas. It's such a delicious and easy side dish. We make this all the time and it's good year round. It's great if you're trying to cut back on carbs but still want something really satisfying and hearty. And it makes for great leftovers, which is always a plus in my books. And so I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to make this, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to fall in love with it too. You want to start off by cutting your eggplant not too thick and not too thin. So I would say about 1/4 inch. You want it to be thin enough where it doesn't dry out and it cooks nicely in the oven. But then you don't want to cut it so thin that it can't support the weight of the sauce and the cheese on top. They might be a little uneven, but overall they're about 1/4 inch thick. And I feel like it helps to hold up the eggplant a little bit off the cutting board. That way I get more even slices. And it's okay if you have edges like this that are a little bit thinner. It's gonna happen, but it's not a big deal. And I'll just rotate my eggplant and just trying to get even slices as much as I can. Now that I cut up my eggplant, I lined a cookie sheet with some parchment paper, and I'm gonna line up all my slices on one layer on the cookie sheet. My slices don't fit on one tray, so I'm gonna put the rest of the slices in another little tray. But if you wanna maximize your space, if you wanna have the pieces kind of touching or even just like slightly stacking over each other, it's okay. They kind of end up shrinking a little bit, and so they'll end up separating, so it's not a big deal. Next, what you want to do is brush your eggplant with some olive oil. You could drizzle it all on top. I just feel like I have a little bit more control this way and I don't end up putting as much oil. Eggplants are like little sponges and they can really absorb a lot of oil if you're not careful, and it makes the dish really heavy. So just a little bit of oil on the one side, and then I'm going to flip these around and put a little bit more oil on the other side. So put them on one side, and I'm just gonna go ahead and flip them. So doing the other side as well. Just flip them over. And I wouldn't recommend skipping the olive oil, just because if you're just roasting them straight without any oil, they're just gonna be kind of dry and flavorless. And so the oil really helps it have some more flavor. Now that all our eggplants are oiled up, we're going to add some salt on top. My eggplant slices are ready to go. I've oiled both sides, I've put some salt on top, and I'm going to put it in my oven that's been preheating at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm gonna pop them in for about 10 minutes, 10 or so minutes, and then you just keep an eye on it. You wanna see them start to cook up, and so the majority of the cooking is gonna be done at this stage, and so you want them to start browning and softening up. This is what your eggplants look like after 10 to 15 minutes in the oven at 400 degrees. I have it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit on convection. And so you see the thinner pieces here kind of burned, so that's why you wanna cut it a little bit thicker, and then after it's baked, it's still able to support all the toppings you're gonna put on top. So it's nice and brown and ready to go. I have here some marinara sauce that I'm gonna put on top of the eggplant slices. You could also do a homemade sauce. This is what I did for the last time around. I had some tomatoes that I needed to use up, so I cooked them up and added some salt and pepper and olive oil and oregano. And so I made my own sauce and I mixed it in with some tomato paste, and that was really, really good. So you can use, the Rouse sauce is really good. Any kind of tomato sauce that you want to use as your base. I'm gonna start by using the old sauce that I had cooked up last week, so about a teaspoon's worth, and you're gonna spread it. Nice even layer. Obviously, if the slice is bigger, you're gonna need a little bit more tomato sauce, or if it's a smaller slice, you'll need a little bit less tomato sauce. So just trying to get it all evenly spread out. On the rest of the slices, I'm using the Kirkland brand, the marinara sauce. It's the first time I'm using it, but anything Kirkland is usually good quality, so I think it should be okay. Next, I'm gonna sprinkle on some shredded mozzarella that I have here. And really how much you wanna put is up to you. If you wanna put a lot, put a lot. If you wanna put a little bit, it's completely up to you. I've now put my slices back into the oven for about 3 to 4 minutes, just until the cheese gets nice and melted and gets a little bit of a brown color. So the eggplant slices are essentially cooked. We're just putting them back in for the cheese to melt and to tie all the flavors in together. There you have it, guys. That's how easy it is to make this recipe. In no time, you can have an amazing side dish that the whole family will love. And if you happen to have any leftovers, these little eggplant pizzas are amazing even the next day. And so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love for you to subscribe and join our little community. I post new videos every Friday on home cooking tips, recipes that the whole family would love, and cleaning inspo, and I would love for you guys to join us.